Today's video is brought to you by jinglemining.com, cryptocurrency mining hardware supplier and vendor that sells specialized equipment or ASICs to large-scale operations and all the way down to the small at-home miner. They offer products that allow you to mine various cryptocurrencies and algorithms so that way you can earn passive income. If you want to learn how, click the link in the description, jinglemining.com. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. Welcome back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto, where I welcome you to join me with your favorite beverage of choice, like caffeine infused energy drinks, or coffee, or tea, or whatever the hell you like. Water works fine. As we go over some crypto news, this market today is pretty shit, man. I'm not gonna lie. This market's pretty crap. Bitcoin sitting around 22.3. ETH, well, ETH is still kind of holding. You know, 1600 wasn't too far off. BNB, there's only a few coins doing well. Binance took a hit, and I understand why Binance took a hit. Let's see what the dip looked on that one. We're gonna have some news articles going over some of the concerns with. It wasn't too bad of a hit. You know, it was basically at 300, dropped down to 391, so $10. It wasn't too crazy. But yeah. We're still kind of okay. A lot of people are saying that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies has fallen out of their ascending wedge there. But this is the downside that I was concerned about. I think there might still be a little bit more to come, unfortunately, which is why in a future video that you're going to see regarding how I'm making additional profits using 3 commas algo trading bot, I say in that video, and it's obviously going to be dated, but this is what it was waiting for. Instead of stopping the bot and restarting it with extra funds so it could keep trading, I was waiting to see if there was more pain to be felt in the market before I restart it. So this is partly the signal that I'm looking for, but I'm gonna keep my eye on things. Is there more pain to come? Possibly. I do believe there is. I think Tom Crown is on right now. That's a really good TA analyst. Entertaining as well. Met him in Miami. If you guys are into TA, he's live right now. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. We got some Dogecoin updates for all my Dogecoin millionaires out there. Obviously, we're going to talk about how the markets have taken a tumble. Not only, you know, the interest rate of 2.25% or 0.25 basis points, you know, the market kind of priced that in and was looking pretty good. But, you know, there's still some more dominoes falling. There's still some more concerns and fears about regulation. Silvergate, you know, another domino to fall, so to speak. The Ethereum devs are pushing back. They're not pushing it back, man. Shanghai upgrade is ready. There are some other provisional things that they need to do. We're going to talk about that. Their dev meeting, I'm not going to go into full detail. If you want to check that out, I'll have it linked down in the description. I'm going to be adding all of this to the description if you're not familiar, and how Binance is being eyed, especially Binance US, you know, by the SEC, saying that Binance US is operating unregistered securities. So there's a lot of FUD, right? And when that FUD spreads, people start to get shaky in their convictions, and then prices tumble and shit like that. So, oh, I'm not supposed to curse for monetization. I'm sorry, YouTube. Forgive me for that one. You suck anyways. But anyways, yeah, EPA or the U.S. legislators renew call for EPA investigation on crypto mining emissions data. That's interesting to me. Opinion piece, I'm not going to go through it. And how Bitcoin NFT market could be a 4.5 billion by 2025. And Tether falsifying documents. Oh my God, I would have never known. And that whole CZ WhatsApp bullcrap was fake. CZ is alive. He wasn't shot by the FBI. So yeah, that's the roundup in a nutshell, if you want to go ahead and click off. But for those of you that stay, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Gandalf Grave, Village BC, Paul, Jason, Tiger Osborne, love the name. First time 13, Alexander, Mad Electron, good morning. Appreciate you giving me a time of day to speak with you this morning. Crypto Mikkel, appreciate you. And heading over here from your stream, Gandalf Gray. Golden Wolf, that one guy Oz. Crypto Bedell. Power Minds Crypto. That reminds me of Power Man 5000. You guys ever listen to that song, Power Man 5000? All right, moving on. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Dogecoin price prediction as 650 million trading volume comes in. Can Doge recover to 10 cents soon? Now, that's not really the biggest thing, right? What the biggest thing is Elon, good old Elon. What's up, geek of all trades? Elon decided that he's going to post on Twitter more stupid stuff. And what's funny to me about this, he says, I used to be in crypto, but now I got interested in AI. You've always been interested in AI. You've always been interested in AI. You're just posting that. And when you post stuff like that, you make your followers follow you and they start doing stuff that affects everybody else. So, like, you know what's funny? I saw something with Hassan Minaj, right, on The Daily Show, where he's talking to Kevin O'Leary. And I'm going to bring you guys back in full tilt. Hopefully my stream is stabilizing. Comcast, don't mess me up. Hassan Minaj was just trying to get Kevin O'Leary to understand that his words have weight. And that the retail investors, right, see Kevin O'Leary or Elon Musk or whoever go on some show and talk proudly and glowingly about a particular project, product, crypto, asset, and people FOD, whatever, into it or away from it. And they need to be careful what they say, what they promote, what they do. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a venture capitalist. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's not my fault you don't have millions of dollars as a retail investor to lose. It's not my fault. It's like, no, dude, you're missing the point. And Hassan kept trying to get there. And I'm over here yelling at the TV. My wife's looking at me silly. Because I understand what Hassan's saying. But the millionaires aren't understanding what Hassan's saying. The venture capitalists, the investors, the people that have millions of dollars that they could lose, right? They could lose on 3, 4, 5 investments and be fine. But the people that are following these guys, they're like, oh, this is a great project. Let's take out they're silly enough, and I don't want to call them idiots, but they're silly enough. Baby, let's take out a second mortgage. Let's get 10 grand, put it all in this project. We'll be millionaires by XYZ because, Kevin O'Leary said it, or Elon Musk said it, or this influencer said it, or that influencer said it. And then that investment doesn't pan out. Kevin O'Leary's fine, and all the other guys are fine with the millions of dollars, but then the retail investor lost everything they had. So you got to be careful because your words have weight. And it felt like that wasn't getting through. It felt like that wasn't getting through. I'm sorry I went off on a rant, but this is my point. Doge started giving back gains occurred in January, at the beginning of February, when the Federal Reserve ran down an aggressive bullish party by hiking interest rates by 25 basis points. At the time, the investor believed 0.25 increase in interest rates were good for risky assets. However, Jerome Powell's deflationary remarks quickly became less impactful as more data like the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, the non-farm payrolls, and the unemployment report indicated inflation would be a dominant issue over the coming months. A lot of things, you keep hearing that word inflation and stagnation and all these other words. It just creates more panic in the regular person, right? I need a hodl. I need to stack up on toilet paper, grain. My farm might not make it through the winter or whatever, so I need to load up. So we start getting this, oh man, emotions, man, emotions. People got to be careful. So as crypto market bleeds, including Doge 5.4% dip in 7 days, and I'm getting to my point. Just bear with me, damn it. Investors are looking forward to key economic data release in March. So we're waiting for March, the FOMC meeting toward the end of the month, right? We're waiting to see what happens out of that. That said, investors, especially retail investors, are likely going to retreat to the sidelines until they can ascertain where the crypto market, and more specifically Dogecoin price, is heading, right? They lost, right? FTX, loss. Mt. Gox, loss. They're tired of taking L's. They're tired of taking L's. I want regulation. I'm tired of this crap. I want regulation. Now they're waiting on the sidelines. They could miss opportunities. I understand diversification is important. Dollar cost average. Don't spend more than you're willing to lose. I understand all that. But it's the people in positions of influence and power that need to be careful what they say about things. So we go on to talk about Dogecoin and how it's overpressured. It's falling down. The bulls are running out of gas, so to speak. But this level that it's holding at, which is about 7 cents, is a strong level for Doge, so it looks positive. The upside is a break above the covenant seller congestion area of 10 cents could be Doge's ultimate catalyst for the gains back to I don't know why. I don't know if that's a typo. But highs reach after Elon Musk acquired Twitter in 2022, October 2022. So Elon Musk, talking about Twitter, acquires Twitter, Doge pumps, right? Then he comes on and he's like, hey, I used to be in crypto, but now I'm interested in AI, right? That was March 3rd. That was yesterday. Let's go look at the damn charts. Of course. That's not much, right? That's not much, but this is my point. And I talked about this with one of our crypto buddies. 10% drop, stabilizing at 8. If one tweet can do that, you got to be careful. I know that's not much, but you just got to understand. And he's always been in AI. We know he's in AI. He's been in AI. He's got a company that's all about AI. So tweeting this is what? Like, I don't understand. It drives me crazy. I'm sorry. I'm on a rant. Long story short, the markets are going down. Will we continue to see more pain? I believe we will. Not much. Bitcoin, Ethereum plunge as market mulls over Silvergate fears. And everybody wants to pin it on something. Oh, it's because of this that the market's down. It's because of this that the market's down. Mercury's in retrograde. That's why the market's down. Shut up. Please. Stop giving your advice online. I'm not giving advice. I am saying that these people are giving advice, and it's pissing me off because people listen. Nobody listens to me. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that because I don't influence your decisions. I shouldn't influence your decisions. Every man and woman and individual in this world has their own fucking mind. They can do with it what they will. I would like to give some insight. I would like to give some advice, not financial advice, but advice on living, advice on parenting, advice on cars, advice on whatever, because I've experienced those things and I have some wisdom to give. So Bitcoin's down 4.5% in the past 24 hours, dropping to 23.5, which is actually lower than that. It's 22.3 now. So that's an old article. What day was this written? No, it was written yesterday. So we fell even further. Right? We're falling. The gains that we saw, in early this year have been pulled back on. And that's understandable. Right? That's I'm gonna use Tether, even though I hate Tether. Really need to be using regular USD. I need to update my charts. But yeah, this drop right here, is this also 10%? Yeah, basically it's almost 10%, 8%. But look at this half pipe that we got going on here, which was in early January, almost 30%, and then we even continued on further. And so I knew there was going to be some type of pullback, right? You don't go 44%, especially in how many days was here? 13 days. You don't go up straight like a half pipe and not expect to fall down. So I knew there was something coming. I was just chilling and waiting. So all the coins are feeling it, right? We could see all the red in the markets, obviously, except for stable coins. And there's a few green ones in here. I can't speak to every single one of them. I don't know what NVIR is. I'm guessing that's liquidity or something like that. MLT, HNS, that's handshake. That handshake is actually up 20%. That's not bad. So, there are some coins that are positive. Like, for example, mining profitability is actually not doing too bad. We talked about this. I shared this on Twitter. Caspa, Alf, Dynex, a number of Nexa, those coins are actually climbing into the positive range of mining profitability. And that's good. That's really good. But the markets aren't ready for that bull run that everybody wants to do, which is why I pushed back the actual getting back to close to all-time highs to 2024, 2025. So Q3 2024 or Q1 2025 is what I'm looking at to get back to close to where we be. What I mean by that is maybe Bitcoin getting close to 70K. But that's getting pushed back now. That's getting pushed back now. So, and it's getting pushed back because the regulators are regulating. There's the SEC is going after people, and they should be going after people because there's a lot of fake scams out there. And it's getting kind of old. And they're making the retail investor afraid to invest into crypto because they're getting into the wrong projects, because of the wrong reasons, because of the wrong influencers or people of influence. You got to be careful what you say. And some of those people aren't careful what they say because they're trying to steal your money and get the heck out. Heck, one of those party kids and party people were fined by the SEC because, you know, while they're over here pumping projects, they're talking to each other in the backgrounds in their DMs saying that they're stealing money from the retail investor. These guys are effing idiots. So there are bad people out there. And it's because of the SBFs and the FTX out there that makes the whole ecosystem look bad. And that's unfortunate because it's not the whole ecosystem. It wasn't Bitcoin. There's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. There's nothing wrong with some of these cryptocurrencies. It's wrong with the individuals that set up these centralized exchanges or centralized entities, or even just pump a particular asset to then, you know, sell their positions and then leave you guys holding the bags. Those jerk offs need to go somewhere. But there will always be those jerk offs because we're in a capitalist freaking society. So you got to be careful what you do. So point being, markets are tumbling. Markets have tumbled. Will markets tumble? Yes. We're going to do this ebb and flow for a long time. So get used to it. If you're not used to it, you're in the wrong business. But total market cap of crypto takes a hit amid the Silvergate bank crisis. And I haven't really dove too deep into Silvergate. Let's talk about that. So this is talking about the money. Trade market ruptured after Silvergate Bank, a major player in the crypto on and off ramping, saw its stock plunge to 57.7% as the New York Stock Exchange on March 2nd. Silvergate announced additional losses and suboptimal capitalization, potentially triggering a bank run that could lead to the situation spiraling out of control. Silvergate provides financial infrastructure services to some of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, institutions, investors, and mining companies. So that's quite a broad range that they got their fingers in the cookie jar. Consequently, clients were incentivized to seek alternative solutions or sell their positions to reduce exposure in the crypto sector. On March 2nd, the bankruptcy cryptocurrency exchange FTX revealed a massive shortfall in its digital asset and fiat currency holdings, contrary to previous estimate as $5 billion could be recovered in cash and liquid crypto positions. On February 24, former FTX engineer director actually flipped on SBF. I heard all about that. Pled guilty to charges of wire fraud along with wire and commodities fraud conspiracy. With billions worth of customers' funds missing on exchange and its United States-based firm FTX US, there is less than $700 million in liquid assets. In total, FTX recorded an $8.6 billion deficit across all wallets and accounts, while FTX US recorded a deficit of $116 million. That's nuts. A 4% weekly decline in total market capitalization since February 24th was driven by the 4.5% loss from Bitcoin and Ether's 4.8% price decline. As expected, there were merely 6 of the top 80 cryptocurrencies with positive performance in the past 7 days, like Immutable X, EOS, Casper. What did I say? Oh, people are talking to me. My bad. I'll check live chat. Hang on. Lido, Maker, and Pax Gold. Leverage demand is balanced despite recent price correction. Okay, that's good. I got too many crazy shorts and longs. All right, so yeah, Silvergate, the rise and fall. Matter of fact, let me throw some of this shit in the. Damn it! Stop cursing. Let me throw some of this stuff in the description for you guys, and I'm gonna answer some questions and then continue on here in just a moment. For all my viewers that watch later in the day, I appreciate your patience. You know, I really need someone's help adding timestamps to my videos. I think you guys can do it in the comments, but I don't think you guys have the time. I don't really have the time. As soon as I get done with this, usually on Saturday, as soon as I get done, I got a dippy doo-dah to go take care of some business. You know, go take my son somewhere, work, school, whatever. Go pick up, you know, medication for mom, for me, whatever. So usually I don't have the time to. I know a lot of people requested timestamps, and I'm trying to do better about it. I did it in some videos, but I haven't been consistent, unfortunately. But I'm adding these items into the description if you want to read a little bit more. I'm not going to continue on because I just keep ranting and ranting and ranting. You can tell I'm very passionate about blockchain and crypto overall, and I just don't want it to be misused, and people continue to misuse it all the time. So Silvergate suspends crypto payments network. Shares fall after hours. So that's obviously leading to the run on the bank situation that they were talking about. So this is one of the catalysts of why crypto is down. But obviously it's a number of reasons, right? We're not just going to pin it on one thing. Mercury isn't just in retrograde. And actually Mercury is not even in retrograde. But actually, hang on, what is in 2020, Mercury would be apparently in retrograde motion during the following ranges of dates. December, yeah, it's already out. April 22nd, yeah, it's already out. All right. Sorry. Now let's go on to the Ethereum withdrawals being delayed and talk about how people are being silly for no reason. Tim Biko is a very good follow on Twitter. But, before we do that, because I know you're here for that, let me check chat. Got a couple people pinging me. All right, so let's see here. Grinding off grade. Doge has a serious inflation problem. My fear is that by the time the next bull run comes, there will be too many coins for it to reach $1. Yeah, because there's a lot of meme coins. When Doge was the only meme coin, it was a lot easier to reach those levels and new highs. But unfortunately, no. Titan Nightmare. We are just chess pieces to be manipulated in the games they play. Exactly. So I refuse to be a chess piece, and I believe you do too, and most of you that are watching, to be a chess piece in these millionaires or influencers, whatever game. So, you know, obviously do your due diligence, double check, you know, trust but verify, the whole 9 yards. It's just unfortunate that there's so many of them now. It really makes it hard. Like, my mom could fall for it, and I have to educate her. And there's been times where mom would text me something like, hey, what is this? And I would have to educate her. They don't make it easy, right? It may not trick you and I, but it will trick the average individual. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the average individual. It's just they're missing a bit of education. They're missing a bit of enlightenment. And so we got to continue to educate, continue to improve, provide insight, so on and so forth. Rud Puts, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Gandalf Gray, if you're listening to Elon or others about investing, you are just their liquidity. What do you think they do when retail sells? They buy. And when you buy, they sell. Welcome to the game. But you can play the game back, guys. You can play the game back. You don't have to let them dunk on you. You can play them too, bro. You can play them. And we have in some areas. It's just they got more money than most of us. What do you think? What do you think happened during the GameStop and AMC? Power Mines, crypto. Heads up, I'm planning on going live after you stream today. All right, good deal. You need a bleep button. Yes, I do. I do need a bleep button. So Ethereum, what you're all here for. Don't get it twisted. There were some things during the Ethereum dev meeting discussed. They need some fine tuning to be done. And instead of, you know, let's say the door is the withdrawals, right? Everybody wants their withdrawals, right? Everybody wants that on ramp, off ramp to withdraw their stake deep, and they want it now. They want it now. They want it now. Right? So you're pushing for it. I can't just put a, and technically I could. I can't just lay a foundation for a house and then throw a door up there and call it done. No, I got to build a house, right? Because you're not going to use the door if there's nothing but a foundation and a door. You just walk around it, right? So then there's loopholes. There's other entry points. You're not using to secure on and off ramps. You're using exploits to exploit whatever. So the foundation is laid. The house is built. They're fine tuning before they open the door so everybody can get their withdrawals. And it's not going to be everybody all at once. It's going to be, from my understanding, in segments, pieces, bit by bit. Like if you were XYZ, you staked on back in this day, then you can withdraw on this day, so on and so forth. So it's going to be in batches or segments. And they just need to do some fine tuning. That doesn't mean it's like delayed forever. And Tim Biko even does something really funny here. So Blockworks posted news. Ethereum developers are delaying the Shanghai upgrade until like early April. And then Team Biko responds, delayed relative to what? While weak for core devs, realized account abstraction was there all along and moved an upgrade from soon to soon. Tim makes me laugh. And also, if you see here, like a few of us, including myself, we're talking, this person writes, wait, Shanghai is going to be ready when it's ready? It's always been. Oh, you can't see it because I'm in the way. There you go. So, yeah. Good stuff. It's not that big of a deal. But people want to make it a big deal. I don't know why. So, there's some things that they need to do on some of the this testnet right here, and a number of other things. What was the Capella? Oh, I can't pronounce it. Where's it at? You know what I'm talking about. Long story short, if you don't really care and you just want your ETH back, there's gotta be some optimizations and tweaks done before we can move forward. So Micah is another good dev that I love. It feels like we're not thinking about the long-term health of Ethereum, said core dev Micah, who protested those decisions during developers meeting on the subject in January. We're thinking, how do we do what the public wants today, right? And so that's a good point, right? Because the public is being like, come on, I want my money. Come on, I want my money. The venture capitalists, the investors are like, come on, I want my money. Come on, I want my money. If they rush, right, to allow this, there could be openings, exploits, things not properly put together that get intruded upon. So, like, be patient. You waited this long, right? You knew Ethereum was going to proof of stake like so many years ago. It finally did it, and now you're rushing them. They just went to proof of stake in September, right? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months, guys. 6 months. And see, that's what everybody's predicting. 6 months after the switch to proof of stake is when withdrawals should be available. That's what everybody was saying, right? And so with that expectation in their head, they're like, hey, come on, why are we holding up? And so they're pushing it. They're trying to push it. But no, man, be patient. Ethereum developers now plan to launch the Girl testnet, essentially a comprehensive dress rehearsal for the Shanghai upgrade around March 14th. About a month later, should everything proceed smoothly, the actual Shanghai software update will go live mid-April. So just be patient. Just be patient. But yeah, follow Tim Biko and Micah. Really good people. Micah was one of the voices for the miners that I appreciated during the EIP 1559 stuff. So really cool person. Anyway, senators press crypto exchange Binance of potential illegal business practices after FTX collapse. Hang on, let me I forgot. Let me add this Ethereum delay to the description. Looks like I lost 6 of you. My apologies if I offended you, or maybe you just got stuff to do and don't have time to sit here and watch some guy on the internet. But you got time for other people to watch them on the internet. Senators price crypto exchange Binance on potential illegal business practices after FTX collapse. It's only a group of senators, but they are pressing Binance for information on its finances following allegations of money laundering and sanction evasion, right? Like making sure, hey, you giving the Russians some money, while we're trying to pump Ukraine? What are you doing? You're doing the opposite of what we need you to do. But I don't think CZ's cooperated with the U.S. government. I don't think he's been to what they want, unlike SBF. And now that they lost their golden boy, they don't have anybody really. Well, maybe the Gemini twins, but they're not as big as Binance, right? So senators gave the CEO of Binance and Binance US until mid-March to respond to a list of demands for compliance standards and other practices. The Justice Department began investigating Binance in 2018. So this has always been an ongoing thing, and CZ's constantly, having to communicate and update and work with leadership. But of course, after FTX and Kevin O'Leary went on every freaking show out there talking about, well, Binance is really the bad guy. Binance is really the bad guy. But no, dude, your golden boy was the bad guy. CZ might have some shady practices. We don't know yet. That might come to light. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But you're very sus. There's like a fire behind you. Like, no, look over there. Look over there at those guys. Like, what are you doing, guys? Kevin? Anyways, I respect CZ for now. I have been respecting him, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some skeletons in thy closet. That's all I gotta say. So anyways, senators, they list off a bunch of senators, requested a slew of documents on the company's finance, compliance, and risk management practices from Binance and its U.S. affiliate. Since Binance was founded, disturbing allegations regarding the legality of its operations. Obviously, there might be some dark areas that the exchange operates in, but until they get those documents or proof, they can't prove it. I mean, on-chain analysis could take you a good way, but it can only take you so far because you don't have the correlation of data. Like, does this wallet really belong to Binance? Does this, U.S. bank account or shell company or Swiss bank account really belong to CZ or Binance, right? Not CZ per se, but Binance itself. So the regulators are going to hit them, right? Now that Kevin O'Leary has screamed wolf 50,000 times on every single damn channel, talking about look at Binance, instead of focusing on the fact that what he did influenced many retailers to get into the space, and then they got burned and assuming responsibility. He says he can sleep fine at night. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, bud. But now the SEC also alleged Zhao used Binance US as a shell company to distract US regulators from illegal activities like the main company, including that its alleged process of at least $10 billion in payments to criminals and US sanctioned invaders, the senators said in a letter. So I want to be careful with the word criminals, because just because they're in a sanctioned country doesn't mean that that person you're sending money to is a criminal. They might be under a regime that has criminals in it, but the person that received those funds themselves may not be a criminal. But because it's in a sanctioned country, everybody wants to put labels on everything. So Mr. Zhao asserted that Binance US is fully independent and eerily similar to the claims SBF made regarding the distinction between FTX US and FTX claims that appear to be false, given that FTX US has filed for bankruptcy. Its users have lost. We know all about that. We don't need to repeat. Yada, yada, yada. So Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume with over 120 million users globally, meaning that it's uniquely positioned to facilitate illicit financial transactions at an unparalleled scale, imperiling the savings of millions of everyday users. Now, honestly, I don't use Binance. Yep, power mines crypto. A lot of people, including traders like Crypto Wendy O, agreed that ETH moving to proof of stake was a bad decision. Bad decision. Let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick. I want to see something. Let's go to exchanges. Wow, look at this line. Just dippy doo dah down. Wow. So they're not the only ones. And there is quite a bit of delay between when I'm talking and when I'm seeing the video. So looks like Comcast messed me up at the very beginning of the stream a little bit. But that is, let's see here. That's millions. So 8 billion, 8.5 billion in 24-hour trading volume. Let's check out derivatives. Ooh, damn, boy. 20 billion in 24-hour volume. And I think Binance has a DEX, right? What is it? Binance, well, it's Binance Smart Chain. And there's DEXs on Binance Smart Chain. That doesn't really count. I'm not going to count that. So between derivatives and spot, that's $28 billion. Good golly, Miss Molly. That's a lot of money. So, yeah. And by the way, while we're on the topic of Binance, there's a couple other things. Let's move this back. So Binance US operating unregistered security exchange, says SEC official. We talked about that. Let me put that in the description. And then the whole story, I'm not sure, you got to be careful with the stories that come out. But let me just summarize this for you real quick. There's a lot of scams. There's a crap ton of scams out there, and you got to be careful. And I know I'm like, I'm preaching to the choir here, because most of you that are watching me right now know this crap. So I'm not concerned about you, but I do believe that you, yes, you, I'm talking to you right now, the one that's listening to this, have a responsibility to educate individuals around you, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, people that you love and care for. You have a responsibility. You need to educate those individuals. Don't let them just sit there and run into the jaws of defeat and laugh. Everybody wants to laugh at each other's pain, right? An accident happens, everybody stops and looks. It's something like what's funny? I was out at a street race one day, I'll bring you guys in for this so you guys can laugh with me. I was out at a street race one day, and you guys know World Star, right? World Star, anyways. And this kid took his parents' car out, and because they didn't have a rear-wheel drive, is doing reverse donuts on a front-wheel drive car. Reverse donuts, just sitting there. He keeps doing it and goes into a ditch. And instead of everybody, rushing to his aid, they grab their phones. They run and chase to him, going like, oh, laughing. And instead of you are okay, they captured it on film and laughed at him. I mean, it was stupid for him to do it, but that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is everybody in this world now, they see an accident, they see something bad happen, they just want to laugh at the person. That's entertainment to them. It might be entertainment to you, but at the expense of somebody else's safety, that's not fun for me. Sorry. So Binance launches on anti-scam campaign after Hong Kong pilot run. I did not know about this, but Binance is in cooperation with law enforcement agencies and launching a campaign to prevent scams by issuing targeted alerts to potential victims, according to a March 3rd blog post from the company. The project, called Joint Anti-Scam Campaign, was rolled out first in Hong Kong, and the company now intends to expand it to other jurisdictions. Keeping our ecosystem and Binance community safe is at the core of what we do, which is why we partnered with law enforcement agencies across the globe to launch a joint anti-scam campaign. Read, blah, 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 blah. According to the post, it's collaborating with the Hong Kong Police, Force Cyber Security and Technology Criminal Crime Bureau, geez, that's a long one, to build an alert and crime prevention message targeting the Hong Kong residents as part of the pilot program. When users tried to make withdrawals, they were subject to warning messages that gave them information about common scams or tips and how to avoid them. Of course, over the course of 4 weeks, Binance investigated customers' responses to the messages and found that approximately 20.4% of users either decided not to make the withdrawal or investigated further to determine whether the transaction might be a scam. Good job. That's positive. Like, hey. Before you take your $2,000 that you've been saving up and accumulating in dollar cost average into this cryptocurrency because you believe in Bitcoin or Ethereum and give it to some weird named company because they promise you 5x returns, are you sure it's not a scam? Makes you think twice, makes you not want to withdraw, makes you go double check, makes you confirm the address. That's a big one, right? A lot of people don't double confirm the address. And then they wind up sending it to an address that's invalid, and then now their funds are gone because they ain't no getting it back. So, it's just double check, guys. Double check. You might want to step away. I was supposed to go to ETH Denver. I don't necessarily have the capability financially, nor I got other things I need to do. But in February, scammers allegedly created a fake version of the ETH Denver convention website, which they then used to trick users into giving away crypto by calling the function a malicious contract. Over 300,000 worth of crypto is believed to have been stolen through the scam. In another example, an influential non-fungible token promoter had over 300,000 worth of CryptoPunks removed from his wallet when he was apparently fooled into interacting with a phishing website. So you got to be careful, guys. You got to be careful. I feel bad for the people that fell for the ETH Denver malicious contract. I don't know anybody personally, but you just gotta be careful, man. Theme of the day: be careful, double check, trust but verify. Not your keys, not your coins. The same thing that everybody's been saying for years, but people don't seem to listen. You guys listen. Don't worry. I love you guys and ladies. Is there, you know what? We need more chicks. We need more females in the crypto space. I try to get my wife into it. She's informed, not well informed, but she's informed about crypto. She just doesn't find it as interesting as I do. So, I want to get her into mining, stuff like that. But we definitely need some more ladies. We need to get the ladies in here, guys. There's a lot of lady traders, but there's not a lot of lady, miners and stuff like that. I don't want to just say I'm a miner. I'm a crypto miner. I'm a crypto hobbyist, enthusiast. I am a trader, not like a freaking full-blown TA can call this signal, that signal. I just know the basics enough to, help me accumulate assets and make a little bit of profit. But we need some more ladies, man, for sure. U.S. regulators, mount up. No, U.S. Legislators renew call for EPA investigation on crypto mining emissions. Now, this is always going to be a pain point for us because crypto mining requires so much electricity, whether it's Bitcoin or XYZ cryptocurrency. It has diminished quite a bit since Ethereum switched over to proof of stake. But all those assets, or at least most of them, just moved to another cryptocurrency, thus still putting a load on the grid. Oh, tight nightmare. I have Binance US. I staked my ETH with them. Got 6.2.5%. So it was a good deal, a year of mining. So I'm in a similar boat with Coinbase. And Coinbase has been warning that the SEC is coming down hard. There's a lot of concerns, especially if they want to talk about how ETH is a security. And because, we're actually earning interest on our stake ETH, how it could potentially become a target no matter what exchange you're on, especially if you're operating in the US. That's kind of concerning. So hopefully nothing happens, Titan, and you still have access to your funds, or they're smart and they allow you the capability to at least obtain your funds. Like Coinbase allows you to sell your staked ETH to them, and they'll give you an equivalent of ETH, and then you can go and trade. So hopefully you can take your profits and what you've earned over the years or however long out and still, get your ETH and stake it elsewhere and continue to earn interest. You can use Ledger, you can use hardware wallets, you can use other assets, Exodus, to participate and stake your ETH if you really want to. What's up, Max Voltage? Good morning. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you're doing well. I haven't heard back from that one lady, but I really would like to pick your brain and get you on one day. But going back to the pain points about the power, this is going to be something that continuously come up. right? So we got the United States Senator Edward Merkley and Representative Jared Hoffman announced on March 3rd that they would reintroduce the Crypto Asset Environmental Transparency Act in Congress. The move comes ahead of the Senate hearing on environmental impact of crypto mining, while Merkley will chair on March 7th. Merkley and Hoffman first introduced the bill in December, and the previous Congress Senator Jeff Merkley acted as co-sponsor in the Senate. Looks like the bill will require crypto mining companies to disclose emissions for operations that they consume more than 5 megawatts of power. Mikkel, Bits, Mike, Carter, Bits be tripping. That 5 megawatts of power is a smaller facility than a lot of the mining firms or companies that I know of. But the bill will require crypto mining companies to disclose emissions for operations that consume more than 5 megawatts of power and require the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, to head up an interagency investigation of the impact of crypto mining in the United States. The investigation would have a $5 million budget and publish its findings within 18 months of the passage of the bill. So once the bill is passed, we won't find out the actual EPA's so-called report until 18 months after it's actually passed. Very interesting. Something I'm going to keep my eye on, because I know a lot of big mining firms want to make sure that they're okay. They're not threatened by this. I don't think they'll be threatened by this. But honestly, most of the larger mining firms have been working hand in hand with their power companies, and they've been actually pushing those power companies. And I said this many times before. They've been pushing those power companies to improve their overall grid, to improve their infrastructure, to utilize more renewable resources, whether it's solar, hydro, thermal. What's the one in the ground? Heat, thermal. Oh my goodness, I can't think. Geothermal. So yeah, keep an eye on this one. I would like to see some more nuclear plants, newer nuclear plants, not older nuclear plants, because of the technology has advanced so much. We're even in Japan making breakthroughs in fusion. So I would like to see newer forms of energy come on safely, securely, not giving, as soon as you say a nuclear plant's going to open up near your home, people start to freak out. They think Chernobyl, they think of Fukushima. I believe I said that correctly. In Japan. And people get worried, right? They don't want a nuclear power plant by their home, but we do need a safe way. Well, more importantly, we need a better way of dealing with the waste that comes from nuclear power plants. And I believe we have been making headways in that, to be completely honest with you. So just keep an eye on the situation. We'll see how things go. I don't think it's going to impact the at-home miner with our 7,200 watts rigs or ASICs or whatever, so we'll be good. What now for crypto banking? I'm not going to go into this. I can put it in, but it's basically talking about Silvergate and how the regulatory clampdown on crypto banking began in earnest on January 3rd when the Federal Reserve and the FDIC and the OCC issued a joint statement on crypto asset risk to banking organizations, basically warning them of the risk and to be careful and do not claim that you're FDIC insured. We've seen that before, right? Some crypto organizations or influencers or whatever said that these institutions were FDIC insured. They weren't. So this is a very interesting article. Instead of putting it in the description, I'm just going to drop it in the live chat. Let me check. Start posting your questions now, guys. We're getting to the tail end of the live stream, so please post your questions now. And for those of my future viewers, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I do my best to get back to you. I don't get to everybody, but I do my best. And please share the video, guys. We need to get some more views and likes on these videos. I know I'm not doing what the YouTube algorithm wants, but 9 times out of 10, some of it, well, not 9 times, maybe 7 out of 10, my videos have a bit of information that could help a one person or 2 or 3 or 4. With a particular issue or something they saw or something they bumped into. Usually my videos do well over time because people do bump into those questions. But I'm not out here trying to create videos that are just trendy and pop off and 50K views in 1 hour. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to just make content of what I have what I have the capability of for the community. And I don't have the money to keep out buying ASICs and different machines and shit like that. So I do my best of what I got. So Galaxy tips Bitcoin NFT market to hit 4.5 billion by 2025. There's been a lot of talk about the NFT market in Bitcoin. Yuga Labs, the people that made the Bored Ape Yacht Club, announced a new Bitcoin NFT project called 12 Fold. I'm not sure how much I care about that, to be honest. But yeah, Bitcoin, NFTs, they marry. They're saying it's going to be a $4.5 billion market by 2025. Maybe not. But, the NFTs, I have a certain level of not respect, admiration for the NFT markets, the artists especially, right? But then there's just some NFTs that somebody just literally generated in 2.5 seconds and made, like a couple $100 off of some person that bought it. It doesn't have any tangible use case unless they're using it for games, which I have seen and stuff like that. So anyways, wow. Estimated market cap for Bitcoin NFTs. This is pretty interesting. So 1.5 billion is the bearish case, March 2025. The base case, 4.5 billion, which we talked about. Talking about historical collectibles, limited utility projects, so on and so forth. 10 billion is the best case or the bullish case by March 2025. If inscriptions expand the mainstream NFT culture like PFPs, memes, and utility product, the base can TAM for inscriptions increase to 4.5 billion. The bull case scenario expands the base 4.5 billion by increasing the number of projects in each category by 30% and adding new categories such as real-world assets. See, that's what I care about. Real-world assets, tangible use cases, stuff like that. But yeah, Bitcoin NFT market. Woohoo! And then last, I'm not paying for this article or subscription, but crypto companies behind Tether use falsified documents and shell companies to get bank accounts. If you actually read the first bit of it, in late 2018, the companies behind the most widely traded cryptocurrencies were struggling to maintain their access to the global banking system. Some of their backers turned to shadowy intermediaries, falsified documents, and shell companies to get back in. Documents show one of those intermediaries, a major Tether trader in China, was trying to circumvent the banking system by providing fake sales invoices and contracts for each deposit and withdrawal. Tether, this is why the USDC is more favorable for the US government and Federal Reserve and stuff like that than USDT. USDT has always been doing shady stuff. They've been called out on a number of it for time now. And of course, the last thing, CZ is alive. Fake news spreading on WhatsApp. So be careful what you listen to and what you do out there. That's pretty much it for the stream, guys. I'm going to answer some questions. If there is any questions, chat with you guys. Don't forget to follow Tim Biko and Micah on Twitter. If you want to listen to the Ethereum dev meeting, you can do that. I'll put that in the live chat. But long story short, just hang tight. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's going to be a minute. Just hang tight. All right? They gotta do some fine tuning, some optimizations, and then they'll be able to really open up the taps, so to speak. So I'm gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna open up a transaction. I didn't mean to do that. Actually, let's take a look at that. Where is it at? Kiespa. Yeah, it's dipping down. Trading view. I did take profits, my friends. I did take profits. So right up here at the tippity top, I took a little bit of profits. I'm sorry. I had to, right? Because I mined Caspa for a while. I remember I was talking about Caspa. I don't want to be like, I'm first. I was talking about Caspa. I got kind of booed by it. Mining it and just in general, like it being profitable and stuff like that. Got made fun of. And then now a lot more people are talking about it. And it's doing well. They've been growing their crowd. They hit their crowdfund goals down a number of exchanges. They're continuing to grow and develop and improve. Very interesting. But I think it's funny how it goes. Anyways, live chat because Max came in. I said hi to Max and then I just kind of left him. I'm sorry, Max. I love you. All right, so let's see here. All track 89. That was from Mikkel. Okay. Power Minds Crypto. Can you give me a heads up about when you're about to wrap up your stream? Yeah, we're going to wrap up my stream here at 12 o'clock. And then Rabbit Mining usually comes on at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Yeah. So 12 p.m. You got a little bit. Oh, look at you. You're starting off in the world. You're a young one. You've probably been in the scene for a minute, but you're just starting off your channel. So Power Minds Crypto. Is this your channel? All right. Interesting. Q&A, crypto chatting. Let's talk about crypto. Oh, you're a young one. What's up, bud? Good deal. All right. Anyways, what's for dinner today? What's for dinner? Rug puts ass. RB26 with a sprinkle of, a little bit of the K24 on top. No, I don't know. That's a good question. Probably has some Lanop leather. Anybody has a Lanop leather? Basically, 2 enchiladas beef, some rice and beans. It's refried beans, which I'm Puerto Rican. I care more for like pinto beans, red beans, not the refried beans. But my wife likes Lanop. So what's your favorite mineable bird coin? Mineable bird coin. Wow. Retro Mike, that's a good question. Shoot. Mineable bird coin. I'll try to hurry up. Mineable bird coin. How the hell? What's a good bird coin? Raven coin. Raven coin. Why am I thinking like this? Why are you trying to trick me, Mike? Why are you trying to trick me? And why can't I sort by? There it is. Filters. I want mineable. There you go. How many bird coins are there? Raven coin. I know there's Raven coin light. Like, how many bird coins are there? Actually, let's just ask Google. Let's see if the algorithm can figure it out. Wow. It just gives me bird, like the actual coin, bird. I don't know. Raven coin. I always been a proponent of Raven coin. I continue to my Feather coin, man. Feather coin back in the day. That was the hotness, guys. That was the hotness. You guys don't know about mining Feather coin. You guys don't know about that. All right, Titan Nightmare. Need more coffee. Yes. Let's see what else. Max voltage geek of all trades. I will need to set an alarm. I guess you guys are talking to each other. Okay. I'm going to start up my live. Have a great rest of your day. All right, buddy. Take care. No worries, man. Just hanging out. Max voltage. I'll talk to you offline. Yeah, Raven coin. See? Because Pigeon coin is all the rage right now. Max voltage. That's hilarious. So, yeah, guys. In summary, you have your own mind. Don't let the Elons and the Kevin O'Learys and the other influencers affect your judgment. If you believe in a project, confirm your convictions, continue to move on. If your convictions change and you don't believe in the project, maybe sell your position and get more stable assets. There's nothing wrong with getting into it. You don't have to be in a crypto unless you really believe in crypto. You could be in, like a S&P 500 index fund and just get that 3 or 4% by the next 30 years or whatever. That should help you out. Something stable, maybe a little bit of bonds. Actually, I'm in Acorns. And I want to show how Acorns has integrated cryptocurrency into their portfolio. Check out for a future video with that, as well as how I continue to take mining profits and make additional profits using 3 commas. Stay tuned for that. The video is going to be old, but it was looking for this dip that we just got. And then, just if your convictions are good, you're in Bitcoin, you're in Ethereum. Hey, I'm just going to stick with those 2. You just dollar cost averaging. You get you got a $1,200 check this week. You take $20, $10, you put it in Bitcoin, and then you just sit, right? When you see the influencers get online and they're like, oh, this product's gonna blow up, it's gonna be a a valuation of 400 million by Q2 of 2024. You're like, oh, we got to get in now. We got to get in now while the floor is low, so that way we can realize those profits. And 9 times out of 10, those people are just promoting that project because they got paid by them, or they're heavily invested in it, and so they're going to want to pump it, and then obviously they're going to take profits and leave you holding the bag. So just do your due diligence, be careful, trust but verify, reconfirm your convictions. Like, I did slim down the amount of altcoins I was in because of the bear market. I do plan on expanding further, but I did slim down because I got to take care of my family. You got to take care of your family, our bills, cars, whatever, man. Do what's best for you. Stop letting the outside world have such an impact on you as an individual. You're unique, you're wonderful, you're amazing. Don't let other people influence you, affect you, or dishearten you, all right? There's nothing wrong with Bitcoin or some of the other solid cryptocurrencies like Ethereum. What's wrong is the people in these positions of influence and power using it to take advantage, using it to mislead individuals and taking advantage of them, and yada yada yada. So you all know the story. You all have yourself a wonderful day. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, share this with a friend, hit the notification bell. Continue to come back. I really appreciate it. I know not all of the topics on the videos that I put out are relatable to you, right? Because you already know how to mine, you already know how to do this, you already know how to do that, whatever that video might be. But you sharing, you liking, and you coming back helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, today's video was sponsored by jinglemine.com. If you're looking for a FPGA type ASIC device, quiet device, check out the Jazz Miner series, and many other ASICs or devices that they might have on their website. I'll put the link in the description, and you guys just have yourself a wonderful day. Take care.
Introducing the Octominer Octotank 12 Home Immersion Cooling System, the future of cryptocurrency mining and home heating. Quiet, cool, and efficient. The Octotank 12 allows you to overclock your ASIC miners up to 70% to get more performance for your money. Compatible with up to 2 ASICs. Fully plug-and-play system. The immersion system ensures that your miners stay cool. Perfect for garage or basement heating. Up to 150 square meters of heating capacity. Clean and minimalist design. Fully weatherproof. Designed to last for years. Save money while keeping your home warm and cozy this winter. Order yours now.
As a crypto miner, you know you want your equipment to be high quality. Proper cable management is part of your mining rig, and the Veteran Miner has you covered. The Veteran Miner cables are created with the best materials to ensure they are of the highest quality. Our cables are made of 16-gauge tin copper, ensuring another layer of protection from oxidation and corrosion. We support our products with a 100% guarantee. Visit our website at www.theveteranminer.com and get the best cables for your mining setup.